Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl B Tina B. Hey, and how y'all doing today? Listen. It's so good to see you tonight. I came to chit chat and chew the fat one more again. Yesterday we got an opportunity to talk a little bit about accident. If you know the difference between accident insurance and life insurance. I want to come back and revisit that conversation. So again, my name is Bettina Bullard, and I do go by the name of Bettina B. I am a 30-year insurance agent, and I wanted to talk about some things that I have seen in my 30 years in the insurance business. I was a debit agent, so I would go around actually and knock on doors, collect your premiums, do your insurance reviews, and do it all over again, collect names for referrals, things of that nature. So I got into the business because I wanted to be able to have that time to parent my son as a single woman that was raising her son. Um, this is one of my favorite quotes. And it says, "For there is always light if only we're brave enough to see it. If only we're brave enough to be it." And sometimes that light is found in some of the darkest places. Have you noticed that even when there was only a smidgen, I like to say that word, a smidgen of light, that it can illuminate a dark place. So, whatever light that you have, whatever that gift is and that talent is, let it shine. Sometimes it's not even a gift or talent. Maybe sometimes it's just common sense because everybody don't have common sense, right? I used to hear that and I didn't understand that until you start to encounter just different things. And life will take you in places. The My mom used to tell me to keep on living, keep on living, keep on living. And as I've matured and I've been able to endure some things, I understand exactly what she means by keep on living. Because life is, it's colorful. It's so colorful. It's full of different scenes. That's what I like to call it. It's full of scenes. And in those scenes, you have different actors and actresses, and you have different props. You have different backgrounds, different seasons, different scripts, even. Some of the scripts can look the same, right? They look familiar. They look, oh my goodness, this look like somebody else's. But then there's always a little something different. It's not always exactly the same. There's a something that'll pop out that will catch your attention. And when it catches your attention, it can make life more vibrant. It can make life a little cold. It could it can make life joyous. It could make life interesting. It's all in that scripting. Sometimes you have control of the script, and sometimes you don't. Sometimes it seems as if you're doing a autobiography and there is a biography that's been written that you weren't aware about, and you find yourself on the page of a great novel that you don't understand where the ending is going to be. However, you keep on digging to see where that plot goes because that plot begins to thicken. And when that plot thickens, it has all of these flavors that are added to it, right? all of these different flavors and seasoning. Some of them are spicy, and some of them are sweet, and some of them have a combination of both. Some of them are sour, some of them are so bitter. You know how it gets sour and it kind of hits you right here. And you like, ooh, but then you want to go back for more. You squinch up a little bit, but then you realize, okay, it's like pouring salt into a wound. That's what life can be like sometimes. That paper cut that you didn't recognize was there because you were flipping the pages. And as you were flipping the pages, you didn't realize that at some place between the tick and the top, you got cut. And when you ran across the water, or if you squeezed some more lemon in your lemonade, that's when you found out that that cut was there. And it makes you, and it causes you, should I say, and it can cause you to react in a way that you weren't anticipating. It wasn't scripted, because in your mind you were planned out. You had this, and it was lined up, precept upon precept, and it made sense, and you felt like you were going to reach out and everything was going to be good. But then that paper cut happened, and you don't even know when it happened. You can't tell at what time you were flipping the page when the damage was done. But there was damage that had been done, and you found out that that damage hurt. Honey, as who would think something as small as a paper cut could cause you to react in a way of distress, right? A paper cut. Something, who would think that a piece of paper would be dangerous? But a piece of paper can be dangerous. I think about those things. I'm like, as I'm growing, as I'm evolving, and as I'm looking at life through maybe rose-colored glasses, because I choose to look for the good things in life, even going through hard times. I have a hope. I have a hope that's greater than anything that I can even imagine at times. I can understand the title of former President Barack Obama's book, The Audacity of Hope. How dare you have hope in a dry place? How dare you have a hope in situations and people that have tried to cause you harm intentionally? How dare you hope that things can work out? How dare you hope that someone could change their mind? How dare you think that things could actually get better? That's an audacious emotion. Because people want things to make sense. And it should. You would think that A plus B equals C. Everywhere else it does. But in life, you can have A and you can have B. And you can end up with ABC, B, a CBA, C through G, C through Z, and all of that stuff in between. And it's like, ooh, when people say the math ain't mathing, I think that's what they mean when they say the math ain't mathing. Because I did this, I did that, I did what? And I found out that it's a growing season. It's a growing time, because you are a seed. We are all seeds, right? We are all seeds. We are a deposit in someone's life. We're a deposit somewhere. It may be our own family, within our family, and it may be outside of our family because we don't know who our assignment is. And sometimes we don't recognize the assignment until you've already completed it. And once you've completed the assignment, it could be months, weeks, days, it could even be years before you recognize that was a season. That was what I was sent to do. That was my purpose in that time and in that space. And it's okay to release and continue to grow, because some of the things that we go through, because we are a seed, we recognize that the things that we go through is fertilizer. Baby, fertilizer don't smell good. Fertilizer don't smell good. It's that emoji that's supposed to look like a kiss. How about that? I like that download. Did you see? Did you hear me? There's an emoji. We all the little happy signs, the clapping hand. We thought they were praying hands, but they were actually clapping hands, because who would have thought to use emoji to say pray? But it's interpretation, right? There were some things that are quite obvious, like the emoji that does like, and when it's laughing and smiling and doing all those things. But there is an emoji, and it's chocolate in nature. Now, everybody loves chocolate. There are a lot in the world, there are a lot of chocolate lovers. Now, there are people that don't necessarily like chocolate or choose chocolate as a flavor that makes them happy and is delectable to them, right? Some people like sugar, some people don't even like sugar at all. But it's interesting. I heard myself when I was talking, and I said that chocolate looking emoji that has the swirls on it looks similar to a Hershey's Kiss. You ever thought about that? I just had that ta-da moment, that chocolate emoji that has it looks almost like it could be an ice cream swirl, right? But it's got eyeballs. And everybody in the world that I know of has interpreted that as sugar, honey, iced tea. I want y'all to figure that one out. Okay. Right. It's sugar, honey, ice, tea. But it comes out your derriere. But it looks similar to a kiss. So let me work this thing out real quick. Let me work this thing out. So in life, you have to nourish yourself, right? There are nourishments that you need to be able to sustain. You need food. You need water. You need roughage. You may or may not need meat. It's up to you, because you can live on this life without having meat. I prefer it. However, I can also enjoy a meal that has roughage in it, that has that fiber, the beans and things like that, green leafy vegetables, that had fruits, nuts. I can do all of that. I enjoy it. I like a variety. Variety is the spice of life. But when you put it in, tastes so good. But baby, when it come out, it stink. Y'all know what I'm saying. When you going in, real good. But coming out, sometimes that thing can make your stomach, if you overindulge, it can make your stomach cramp up. Oh Lord, have mercy. And then when you release it, It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing like when it went in. I mean, all of that good, whatever it could have been sardines, hey, and pork and beans, because I'm silly though. It could have been cabbage and mashed potatoes and gravy. It could have been some corn. It could have been some spinach, some sauteed vegetables and mushrooms and onions, some asparagus. It could have been some baby spinach. It could have been a nice, juicy cowboy steak. It could have been some pork chops and ham, some rice and chicken and some beans. It could have been some chili, some coleslaw. It could have been some ice cream and some cake. Ice cream and cake and cake. Ice cream and cake. Ice cream and cake and cake. Baby, honey, it could have been so delicious. It, you know how the cake is cooked and they put the last thing that you put on is the frosting, right? And the frosting is like, ooh, some people just like plain pound cake, but it's something about when icing is on there and you stick your finger in it and you just, ooh, yeah, right? It's just really good. You would have never thought that all of that deliciousness, all of that nourishment and nutrition went in our body, helped us out, then exited as something totally different that stunk. Now, look at that process. All of that goodness went in. It was nourishment to our body. So it did us some good, right? But then it had to come out. And all that goodness that came in had to come out. And it left some sugar honey iced tea. And it stank. Ain't that just like life? You got to go through some sugar honey iced tea. We all do. Because sometimes it's good for us to go through it. You don't want to stay there. Who wants to be in the funky place? Unless you talk about P-Funk. Make my funk a P-Funk. I want to get. Listen, I like all kinds of music. Listen, I'm trying to go on. Listen, hear me when I say. You'll hear me. Look, get it in your head, get ready for it. It's gonna be all kinds of songs that I'm gonna be talking about. Some of it's gonna be gospel, some of it ain't gonna be. Some of it's gonna be country music. Some of it's gonna be some reggae. Mine. It may even be some classical. It may be some. I wanna rock and roll all night. I mean, all of that because that's what makes the world goes round, and I enjoy it. If it offends you, it'll be all right. Thank you for coming in and come back because it's good to chit chat like that because I'm just being real. What you're going to get from me is authenticity. And we in life, we do have to go through some sugar honey iced tea. We really do. And one of the things in life that we have to go through is death. Now, during the pandemic, I want y'all to know something. During the pandemic, I don't know if you can see this, but I lit this candle and it still has a light on it. I don't know if you can see it. I wish you can see that light is still shining. From 2021. That was the year that I experienced some devastating losses. An insurmountable amount of devastating losses. In life, I have had some devastating losses. I know what difficult times look like, difficult situations look like. They're not new to me. However, it's like a dump truck. And a lot of when a dump truck unloads, everything that's in it comes out and it lands in one space on top of something. And you don't know and you don't know what type of you don't know the strength of the foundation. We've lost a lot of people that, for some, were the foundation that held them up. It was their strength. Some people were prepared and others weren't. You have people that are still maybe dealing with the loss. And you have those that are moving on and healing. And there's still sometimes that something that's there. Like when these planes crashed out of nowhere. The first night I wasn't in a place to deal with it. I heard about it and I was getting ready to lay down. And I couldn't. And the next day when I realized the devastation, oh, my heart just went out to the families. I thought about the magnitude of that loss suddenly. I am so sorry, and my prayers go out to each and every one in the 5 plane crashes and the loss of life, the injuries, the unanswered questions. My prayer, my prayer, my prayer is that God heals you where you hurt, that God provides and protects each and every one of you. Because I don't want anybody to hurt. I hate for people to hurt, because hurt people, you don't know how they're going to respond. Pain causes different types of responses. And I'm praying that in these times that we're living in right now, and we've always lived in uncertain times, let's tell the truth. No man knows the day nor the hour when God gonna come back. Now, this is my channel, this is my faith, and this is my truth. And I pray that we humble ourselves and get some blessed assurance in our Heavenly Father that sent His Son. But in the meantime, y'all need to get some life insurance. In my Vicky Weiner voice. You hear me when I say? You need to get some life insurance. It don't cost that much. It really don't. Honey, well, depending on what your health is. And that's one of the things that we need to talk about, our health. We all got to do better, myself included. I wouldn't dare be talking about somebody else and not being honest with myself too. Trying to drink my water, do a little bit more water regimen. I'm getting over these cooties, and then we're going to work on walking it out. I need to do some stuff in here, but sometimes you just got to get out of the house. You just need to. Sometimes I feel I've got to get away. I got to run away. Oh, y'all know that song? Baby, Who was it? Once I ran to you, now I run to you. Take this love. Oh, tainted love. Oh, I had to think about it for a minute. So listen. Okay, let me get back because I get excited. So look. So yesterday I was talking about, do you know the difference between accident insurance and life insurance? A lot of times you'll get some little pamphlets in the mail, and the pamphlets will offer you some life insurance for like $100,000, $300,000, $50,000. It'd be a big amount, and it'd be like $2 and $3. So you get excited, and you're like, I'm gonna go ahead and get that, and you're thinking that that is a life insurance policy. It's not. It's not. It's an accident policy. It's something that will cover you, like, God forbid, in the case that the plane fell out the sky and the passengers lost their life. So that policy right there, it has a life insurance benefit due to accidents, but it only pays a death benefit in the event of an accident. Now, back in the day when flights were really, what's the word I'm looking for? Entertaining. Flights used to be really, really entertaining. You'll get on the plane, they will feed you a meal. The pilot, the captain, will be telling you to look over to your left and you'll see this. If you look over to the right, the sunset is this. And they'll be talking, they'll be telling you all about where you are. You're flying. As a matter of fact, I specifically remember flying over the Twin Towers the day that they stopped smoking. And we were downtown and they had not yet opened up. Ooh, Lord have mercy. You hear that plane? You be wanting to look and see what's going on now because you don't even know. Because in Philly, did you see? Oh my gosh. So accident policies pays for things like what happened in Philly. So check this out. I turned the TV on, and because I don't be watching TV a whole bunch of times, I have things that I'm doing. I'm usually on the move, editing, I'm moving, calling people on the phone, trying to get some insurance policy. So booking shows, because I do comedy, I'm an MC, I sing, I act, I do a lot of stuff, right? Makes life worth living because you only get one to live. Might as well go ahead and live it to the fullest, right? But check this out, check this out. So I was minding my mind and I turned the TV on. And so they were talking about what happened in Philadelphia. Some stuff I'm going to be honest with you. I intentionally don't necessarily watch it. No reason. Just don't. So I seen it from the view of the man that was in the car. And just like y'all did, I think y'all had to see the same thing because it was on TV and it was on the news. And it was like, and then you see, like on cartoons, it looked like something, oh, Jesus, have mercy, like a scene off a movie or something. And it was like you could see the driver just stop. And when he stopped, it was like, did I just see what I saw? I mean, in all of this flame. Oh, Jesus, have mercy. Jesus, have mercy. God help those people. Just walking around and they're gone. Just gone. Gone. Lord, have mercy on those souls. Jesus, have mercy. Have mercy on their families. Lord, have mercy. Lord, have mercy. Accident. You need an accident policy for things like that. A plane just falling out the sky with passengers on it. God have mercy. Jesus. You need an accident policy for car accidents, if you're traveling and you're commuting all the time, you need an accident policy for that. You need an accident policy if you're an athlete and you're playing ball at school, or you need those policies for things like that. Ugh. But they pay if you break a limb, lose a finger, things like that. If you don't die due to the accident, those policies don't pay out. They won't pay out, guys. They only pay for an accident. And when you would fly back then, and I was telling you about how the flights were very entertaining, people would take out accident policies right there in the airport. Because back then there were a lot of planes going on. I think about what his name was, Buddy Holly dying, Otis Redding, Aaliyah, Jesus, those accidents, and then they lost their lives. Lord have mercy. And so they leave a family behind. They leave people that they love behind that are grieving them. And now, maybe or maybe not, they have an expense that they didn't expect. During that time of grieving, now they got to figure out how they're going to bury their loved one. They got to figure out how they're going to put food on the table, pay the light bill, pay the gas bill, feed and take care of the dog, take out the trash, take care of the kids. It's a dirty job, but somebody got to do it. And that person is you. You got to make sure that you have what you need so your family, so your legacy can succeed. Or make sure that the person that you love has the coverage to make sure that you're taken care of as well. Reciprocity. Them, you, me. Listen, I need you to connect with me. Let's just have a conversation. I want you to have a conversation. I want you to follow me on Facebook. It's my name, Bettina Bullard. Look at Best Insurance Group. Follow me on Facebook, IG, or right here. Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. Tell me more. What do I need? Yeah, get the accident policy. But make sure you got some life insurance, guys. What will you do without it? Look at what you can do with it. I've been doing it for 30 years, y'all. I've had clients come to me and I've talked to them or him or her, and I've had the solution. And they said, no, I'll wait. They were like, you're right, but no, I'll wait. Don't wait, guys. Now is the time. Baby, I can make your dollar holler. I can also create a financial package that will give you future financial security. Future financial security. Be protected and secure. It's not an easy conversation to have. It really isn't. I understand. Nobody wants to think about it. I know I don't. But it's a reality. And now, today, the world that we're living in, now more than ever before, you want to prepare for the unexpected as economically or as lavishly as you choose. I got something for everybody. And that's what people they underestimate. And I think that one of the biggest concerns is, will I qualify? Call me. I got something good for you. We can work with you. Call me. 336-585-7357. You'll get me or one of my staff to connect with you so that you can be protected and secure. I am B. Tina B. I am also the insurance lady. I look forward to talking to you again. Don't forget, life matters. You need to protect it. Until the next time, connect with me at beprotectedandsecure@gmail.com. I am the insurance lady. I holla. Good night. I don't know how to turn it off. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what I should have done? I see something now, but I'll do it later.